Lords and ladies, welcome back to me trying to learn one of the most obnoxious and awkward enemy skills in Final Fantasy VII. Which is obviously... question mark from the jerseys here. Now, I am here for a reason. I do also want to morph a jersey, believe it or not. Hey, look, we stole a light curtain. Let's hit another Mt.Nibel magic and get them to switch up on us a bit here. What's Cloud look like? Cloud's alright. Right, switch. Lovely. So I need them to do here is I need them to use question mark on Vincent, ideally. It's the one that we're waiting for it on here so we can then start, you know, we can get the morph train going. There it is, there's one, but no, not on Cloud. Cloud already knows it. Actually, I actually do need it on Vincent. Cloud has already learned it. No, my luck. Barrett's going to end up covering it when it lands on Vincent. And morph that one? Yeah. And we get a diamond bangle, so... three sorts of diamond bangles here, if anything. Let's have Vincent heal. I'm sorry, this is the party I'm going to go with as far as our check through Mt.Nibel goes. Dude, not on Barrett. Come on. There's still one more enemy here I want to find. There is still one morph waiting for us in this place. And not a very fancy morph. It's not something that I'd be like, oh, I forgot you wait to get. But it's got its uses at least. It's semi worth it. There it is on Vincent, finally. So let's grenade bomb them with Barrett, and just in case that does not work, we will cue a Matra Magic here. Nope, it works, we're golden. Excellent. We took a bit of a beating to learn that, but we learned it. We've got question mark, as well as getting our first diamond bangle, which has got really good magic defense, resists ice, blocks petrify. Could be worth picking a few up if you don't mind losing the extra attack. It's not my cup of tea, not something I'm going to use. I don't have many ethers left here. So, what we're looking for now, I'm just going to go into double speed here, is we are looking for an enemy called Mirage. And it's not them guys. They are jerseys and I don't like these. You know what it is? I was going to say Clim Hazard one. But no, we're going to run away. We actually escaped. We're looking for Mirage for one reason and one reason only. That is because we want to morph them. Cloud, give it a one. There it is. Vincent, Gillian Beast. And Barrett can just, I don't know, defend. Let's see what Vincent's Gillian Beast looks like now. As he dances the dance of a berserker. And fails to kill the enemy. I think the attacks are on like a set rotation now though. So if I just leave it, I'm pretty sure where... yeah, I was going to say the berserker dance, I'm pretty sure his next one will be another bass player. Is it? It is. You can actually, you know, predict at least now. At least in NT, what he's going to do. It's not just completely random. And hopefully we can find this Mirage enemy sooner rather than later. It's a mirror. It looks like a mirror. Nope, they are jerseys. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'll just fade away into the distance and I'll come back once we've got it. So yeah, once I'm in a fight with it, I'll come back and we'll take it from there. And we're back, we found one. That is it there. Now, obviously I do need to get rid of that donkey face in the back row. Go on, Vincent. Vincent. I was really hoping he was going to hit. I can't use Barrett. Barrett's attack is AoE. But even his steal's AoE apparently. How does that work? How does Barrett's steal being AoE actually work? I need to know. Like, I have to know. How does an AoE steal work? Yeah, you see, he steals from one. I was just saying, what? How would it work? AOE. What if we morph them? We get a reflect ring. It's not terrible. I mean, reflect rings aren't. You know, there's nothing to write home about. Barrett have confusion on his weapon somehow. Oh, look at that steel level. I don't think he does. But we'll have a look at the reflect ring here. So yeah, spirit plus 100 and auto reflect. Pretty nice. So all that's left to do now is to heal up and, well, head out of here. It's time to head out of town and make our way finally to Mt.Nibel. Now obviously I'll go over me gear. My party choice is pretty standard. I've decided I want to use Barrett because I think his weapon that he's got now is funny. And Vincent we just got, so Cloud, Enhanced Sword, Eden Coat, Power Wrist, Barrett, Protect Ring, Solar Armlet, Enemy Launcher, and the Short Barrel, Solar Armlet, and Storm Ring on Vincent. Material setup. At the minute I've got Ifrit geared up more towards physical than magical. Cloud has a decent growth weapon on, so we're just going to whack him with as much material as we can, to be honest with you, as well as Ramu and Odin. He's going to be trying to handle both magic and physical for us. Barrett, just try to get his dex and strength as high as possible, so we can head off over mountains. So we can now leave Nibelheim behind, and our tiny Bronco. Goodbye, tiny Bronco. And we can make our way towards Mt.Nibel, where a few more things have changed, and obviously we can fight some wolves on the way there. Why wouldn't I want to fight wolves? Ha! Bump him again, bump him again. Yeah! Ha! Now there is some more. There's going to be some more morphing and stealing in Mt.Nibel. Well, we've got one morph. I think we've got a couple more steals than we have morphs in Mt.Nibel, to be honest with you. Oh, am I wrong? No. I thought I was wrong, but I'm not, unfortunately. We do have quite a bit. But nothing that we can't take care of. And there's a Shinra guard down there. Yeah, these morphs and steals, we've got nothing we can't take care of. Not too shabby, Alonso, to be honest with you. What have we got here? Is this one of them? What have we got? A Sonic Speed and a Kulavildens. I don't think either of these are it. No, it's not. It is the Twin Brain. We want to morph a Twin Brain, a Zero Hound, Rocket Buster, and another boss later on. As well as steal and morph another enemy as well. So that's not too bad. We can just, you know, we can just blitz through this. Now Barrett does have auto protect, auto shell there, thanks to the protect ring, and Vincent gets auto wall. Just, it's just one of his character things. It is his character trait. He gets auto wall, and Barrett deals random damage because of the enemy launcher. Now Barrett's only here because one, I think that enemy launcher looks great, but it's also a massive AP growth weapon. So for the sake of, you know, trying to get some material leveled up and worked on, I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's bring him. Let's bring him with. Why not? So what we got up here? In treasure chest number 1, we get to fight Sonic Speed. Get out. Razor Ring, we already had access to the Razor Ring from an enemy in the Shinra Manor, actually. Gave us access to a Razor Ring, which I was say, how did that one die? If I get more Razor Rings, I will just sell in price, you know. Make a little money. Ooh, Vincent's already learned Death Gigas. Now, I can't remember if I went over Vincent's limits, so let's have a look at them. So, Galien Beast, Fire Element, 20% defense, 50% dex, and 30% health he gets on that one. Whereas the Death Gigas is Lightning Elemental, 50% defense. He loses 70% of his magic defense, so just gain 20% dex and 100% max HP. So, I mean, I'm gonna switch to it just because I can. You know, why not? Over here we get the Rune Blade for Cloud if you didn't bother to, you know, fight Proto Sephiroth and Proto Cloud in the Shinra safe. I did, so I'm not going to use a Rune Blade, but if you need to, it's there. But I mean, 255 accuracy, if you want to use Cloud as, you know, your Death Blot and Cut, then go for it. You'll 100% be able to do it with that. Now, I would like the enemies I am looking for. I don't think these even morph into anything useful neither. More the pity. If I'm completely honest. I mean, Mug. Morph? I already know they don't morph into anything useful. It was their Mug I was confused about. Oh, Vincent, snipe him! Pow! Kablooey! I thought, you know, it's been a hot minute since I've done anything on 7, so I was like, do you know what? Let's boot up 7 today, let's get some 7 done. Let's at least try and make it to Rocket Town. Especially with the announcement of obviously Final Fantasy 7 Revelation, or the Retcon trilogy. Which I might do something on. I don't know. I didn't mean to walk that way. God, Steven Tyler will be so angry with us. Judges, let's see what Vincent's like with his magic. Hey, Aqualung. Do it, Vincent. It wasn't terrible. Wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't terrible. I suppose, you know. Small tiny Brucey bonuses and all that. All things considered. I mean, Vincent will be a mage for me eventually. He's not at this moment in time, but he eventually will be. I do like Vincent. But I do like Vincent more as a mage than I do a physical fighter. Plus it plays into his limits a little bit more. I think after this fight I'll probably just cut the rest of the fights out unless it's something new. But I don't think we want anything new to fight until we get deeper into the mountain. Ha! Hey, Cloud to level 30, let's go. Now, we don't have any new Fort Condor fights quite yet. Where you at? There you are, Cloud. All the way up here for a plus beret. Now, the plus beret is, there you go, it's fair. Red. Spirit 50 drains MP, so not terrible. Could be better. Could be worse. There we go. There he is. There's our little choco boy. Well, after that battle, Vincent also learned Hellmasker. It's level 3 limit. Poison elemental and defense and magic defense plus 50%. Now that is one more fight than I thought I was going to originally have to show, due to the fact that, you know, I was going to walk to the bottom and meet us down here. But if I'm not mistaken, they did lower the amount of kills needed, as well as uses obviously for limits for, you know, the higher level ones. So let's quickly heal up here before we talk to this Shinra guard. This mountain is off limits. You ain't getting through, nya. Nya, I say nya. Now, these guys here, we have the attack squad and the Zero Hound. The Zero Hound is the one I know for a fact that I want to... How is this going to work, Barrett? I'm very confused. I believe the Zero Hound is the one I want to steal from. It is indeed. I want to steal from the Zero Hound. What do we have on Vincent? Not much. Tell you what it is. I don't really want wall or protect. Oh, hey, Vincent actually decided to hit. Let's have Cloud mug with the Zero Hound in the back there. We definitely want to steal from him, I know that much. I just can't remember if I want to do anything else to him. 1240. So not a lot of health. Apparently it wasn't still. I want to morph. I can't even read. Would you believe us if I said I had all these written in notes? Every single one of them. What's that? 683. Don't kill anybody, thank you. Because where's it at? There it is. Yo, let's go. So we want to morph the Zero Hound here. And we get a silver beret for Red 13. So, no, a nice little upgrade for Red 13 there. This is one thing I really like about New Threat. It doesn't change the story massively. But it adds enough new fights in it to the point where, you know, I can actually get something that's really good for Red 13. A magic plus 10 and crit plus 15. What else does Red 13 need but magic? Or the crit if you're going to play him as a physical attacker. I mean, you know, he stacks during battle. Ah, zoo, motherfucker, zoo! Die, motherfucker, die! Bye, Zoo. We hardly knew Zoo. Whee! I didn't kill him, but I stabbed him right in the giblets. Stabbed him in the Zoo. I'm a bit worried that it looks irritated, mind you. Hey, we get a blue M4 and fair. For mugging it. He's confused my entire party. That is... well, that is fantastic, isn't it? Barrett has scanned himself. Very helpful. Shoot yourself, Vincent? No? Where's Cloud's turn? I kind of want Cloud's turn. Thank you. Barrett also has Cure 2. So I can do that. I can do that. There we go. That'll do. I should have done that before I did the White Wind, really. Vincent! Stop! Jesus Christ! And this is why I normally don't bother trying to morph and steal from the zoo. The zoo is a nightmare. As you can clearly see. Death Kickers. Go! What are you going to do against the Death Kickers? As a Death Kickers, can I actually be confused by the zoo? Or not? He can't reach with his dunk, so we're not going to get to see him jump up and dunk it. That's kind of irritating. We can't get Cloud back on his feet though. Live wire. So I'm going to take a punt and guess Cloud's morph wouldn't have reached anyway. But there we have it. We got to see Vincent's level 2 limit break at least. Hey, we got a new sense material. Let's go. Let's swap that out. This might seem very stupid, just swapping it out, but we don't get a lot of money in this. Any material that I've got that I can sell is a bonus. Where are my ethers? I'll need to buy some ethers at some point. Should I have morph on you, maybe? Yeah, let's do a little swapsies. Let's take morph off Cloud and give him manipulate, so I can pass morph to Vincent, just for flying enemies. Then if we do encounter another zoo, or if I want to encounter another zoo, I can, you know, I'll take care of it, I'll morph it. It's over, Evan. Was that a direct Star Wars reference? And here you go, if you didn't get a chance to, you know, steal from the Zero Hound last time, well, you can do it now. Do I want to summon 70 MP? Do I really want to summon Odin? I mean, I don't think I do, to be honest with you. I don't think I do. Vincent also semi-heals in battle. Now, I haven't quite figured out why that is. But Vincent seems to heal quite nicely. See? Vincent healed. I think he's got some weird semi-auto regen on. Vincent's a good character in the original game, right? He's even better in this, in New Threat. I am a Vincent fan. I will stand by it. I will also wholeheartedly say I am 100% more looking forward to Revelations now for Vincent combat than I was ever before. I did not mean to run a circle there, but hey, this is one of the enemies we were looking for. This is Twin Brain. Now, Twin Brain, we can morph. So let's get a sense on one of them so I can see how much, what we're dealing with here. 900, not terrible. Let's have Cloud do a pop a mug there. Please stop trying to petrify my dudes. Please, pretty please. Ah. Damn Vincent. Damn Vincent. We got a smoke bomb, but that one there is primed for morphing now. And what do we get for morphing this one? We get the Aurora Rod for, well, our resident healer. So that's 2 down, not much left to go here. For what we want to morph and the like. So I need to heal, so let's have a look at what we got. Oh yeah, we got the blue M4 before. Spirit plus 50, very nice. And I'm guessing I've already got an Aurora Rod. I do already have an Aurora Rod, but I guess it's something we can sell. You know? I'm always on the lookout for things I can sell. More money, more problems. Am I right? Not in this. More money, less problems. Now, over there, in that bit there, you'll notice there is no Materia Keeper in this one. There's what looks to be the Airbuster. Yet we still have items and the like to pick up from here, which I 100% want to do. It's just I've done it before where I forgot to lower the ladders and I've had to run all the way around to do it that way, and I don't really want to do that. Now what you get here is you get to see me not remembering which pipe is which. But getting the flash down to a safe point is always greatly appreciated for Cheeky. Are you taking the piss game? I took one step off the save point after healing. But we get the Nibel Dragon here. Something else we want to mug from for the gold amulet. Armlet. Now, I do believe this almost concludes what we want from this area. The gold armlet. I apologize for pausing here. I don't have everything on a second monitor here note-wise. It's just trying to get where I'm at. We have 2 more morphs, both boss fights. The gold armlet is the only armor here, and let me see. Okay, so I do, as crazy as this is going to sound, I want to morph this dragon. So to do that, I am going to have to hit it really, really hard. Because this thing also hits really, really hard. Which means my Barret at the moment, he is going to be a backline healer. I'm going to let Cloud and Vincent take care of all the heavy lifting. Till I can get it down to a point where I want to morph it. Flamethrower! What? Oh, it's one of the armlets they've got on, allows them to absorb. I was like, why is Flamethrower not doing jack to them? Yes, Barret. You use that cover, son. That's what I like to see. Dragon Force, a very fun enemy skill that we cannot learn from this dragon. Makes it even more fun. Let's down to 2,900 now. Well, below than that. 16. So let's kill a Cloud. I think it survives another Cloud attack. I'm almost certain it does. Can you manipulate this thing though? Is this manipulatable? Ah. I wanted to change Vincent's limit to his level 3 so I could show that off at some point. Well, I guess that's not going to happen. We'll put Cloud on the healing now. I can't even use Vincent's limit in the upcoming boss fights neither, because that is my problem with Berserkers, right? I love the idea of a Berserker class, I always have done. But at the same time, when there's stuff I want to steal or morph or try and figure out as I'm playing through, this isn't even going to hurt us. Berserkers just, they don't allow you that luxury. They really don't. 237. One more morph? Come on, Vincent. One more one. Yeah! And we get a Phoenix ring. The Mt.Nibel dragon. A dragon tried to nibble on us. So, the gold bangle, gold armlet we've already got. Nothing flashy there. I think we've already got Phoenix rings as well, but resist fire and Holy Spirit plus 30. Not a terrible thing if you want to grab a couple of them while you're here. I've never found a great use in them, but you know, the option's there if you want to try and, you know, get yourself a few. The block on fire and holy and the instant death immunity would be nice. But like I say, as of yet myself, I haven't found a reason to actually need any. This was the pipe I wanted to go down in the first place, not one. And we get a gem ring, which I'm pretty sure we already have as well. We do. Where are they? There it is. Another Vit 20. Earth resists, blocks petrify. I don't want to jump too far. I don't really want to fight that dude yet until I've got, well, the only other treasure here, which is that lovely piece of material down there. So, here we go. This can be the true showing of Death Gears. Let's have Vincent show off what Death Gears can actually do. I don't even want Cloud to attack, or Barret actually, but if I get them both to defend... the People's Elbow! Yeah, I actually want, you know... I want to show off all the limit breaks. I want to show off what they can actually do. Now, Death Gears is all, like you see, obviously also has a magical attack, which is Live Wire, which is it AoE this one, I believe? An AoE electric attack? A lightning elemental attack? Not too shabby, Alonso, not too shabby, Alonso. We'll have Cloud clean these up with Blade Beam. Now we're seeing both the attacks from the Gigas. Which means we can send Vincent to his level 3 now. We can actually go Hellmasker. Which... I don't know... I'm in two minds with Revelation, right? Obviously, this is all purely because I'm talking about Vincent here. I know we've seen gameplay, we've seen, you know, the gameplay footage, and Vincent looks a lot of fun to use. I think it's pipe 4 one here. I think Vincent looks a lot. Let's put this in here. 2 seconds. Okay, that fight against that dragon was absolutely horrible. I extended up with Cloud dead there, which I wasn't exactly thrilled about. Well, let's turn my speed up off here. Beautiful. And turn battle mode back on so I actually get random encounters. Did I get the right pipe? Yeah! And we get the counter attack material down there. So what I want to do here is, before I continue on this little Vincent tear, right, is I'm going to quickly break away here. I'm going to heal, save up, make sure my material and everything's set up before we take on this boss fight. So I'll take care of that and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Right, so we're saved up there, and we'll continue on with this little Vincent grind that I was going to save Revelation. I'm thinking about doing a video, to be honest with you, about it all more in depth, if you would say, with the last line of defense. Well, not for much longer, you're not. For boss time. But I'm really worried. What have we got here? Rocket Buster and Attack Squad. Can I get someone killed from the Attack Squad? Ah, shouldn't be there. What a surprise. I would have my morph on Vincent still, wouldn't I? Of course I would. But yeah, I'm kind of worried with with the with Vincent's limits come revelation. Oh, only 4,600 on this. We'll have to be careful. Barrett's self-sufficient. He can heal himself. Uh-oh, super bomber. Get up. Need to be very careful. How much is Vincent's morph actually doing? Need to be very careful because I do want to morph this guy. Yeah, with them showing us obviously what Galien Beast looks like in battle, which it looks amazing, right? It looks fantastic. I think Vincent's combat in Revelations is going to be absolutely outstanding. But I'm really worried that out of all of his limits, only Galien Beast is going to make it through. Unless his limit is a transform limit with a set time period, which would be fantastic if it was. Cloud killed it! So what I'm going to do here is I am going to reset and come back, and we will come back into that fight again because I do want to morph that dude. So I'll take care of that and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back, and I actually got it down to a nice little health amount here so we can actually get the morph on it. Oh, this guy is weak to lightning, but it has auto reflect as well. But as you can see there, if we morph him, we get the AM cannon for Barrett. So a nice little weapon upgrade for Barrett there. We also get, obviously as you saw, access to our second SP upgrade. But I'm going to hold off on that for a little while. Not for very long, but for a little while. As you see, enemy launch here, it's what? One double slot, 3 singles, high risk scattergun with triple growth versus 3 double slots, bit 25 and crit rate of 25. So I'm going to change to the AM cannon. Even though technically I can't work on as much materia, but I can also put counter attack on Barrett now, considering he's got, you know, the cover materia. Why not have Barrett covering and attacking? That would be, you know, the dream. Now I do need to buy some tents when we get to the next town. Actually, I was going to cut this out, but I have Vincent's Hellmaster limit, which is poison if you remember correctly. So we can actually see what he can do as, you know, his Bubba Jason Michael Myers combo. So we'll see what the other attack is from Green Breath. Oh, that's perfect. That is poison element. That should have done nothing to me. I am poison elemental myself. But apparently the dragon does not care about that. So, same splatter combo, and now it's time for Nightmare. Any advanced 7-fold plans in house? That inflicts so many stat ailments on us that it's not even funny. That was just nuts. That was great actually. Poison, confusion, silence. Hellmaster's really good for random battles, not so much for bosses, because obviously they do get that immunity to status ailments. But boss-wise, I really like it. Now, we could go this way and go round the mountain. But why would we do that when we can go this way? Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Wait, but Daddy Gladdy, if we don't fight Stilver there... Sorry, Stilver, the Materia Keeper there. How do we get Trine? Well, Trine, we are just going to have to wait to get Trine. It's unfortunately one of those things that we can't do much about. Just like Barrett's AM cannon being so much better for him, but also being single target rather than AoE. But thankfully we have Vincent, who just shoots everybody. Oh. At least the AM cannon does decent damage. I mean, the enemy launcher did good damage as well, but the AM cannon does more damage. So we'll make our way around this mountain. Running out of potions as we do. I will definitely have to buy some potions. And we want to go up this way because as you can see there is an item there. There's treasure. And we get an earring. This is our first earring of the game actually. It is. Earrings are fantastic. It's just a flat magic plus 25 boost. So if I say I give it a Cloud now, his magic would go up to 95. So yeah, earrings are I quite like the earrings in this. Earrings are a nice little accessory, especially on your mages, you know, your Reds, your Aeriths, your Vincents. It doesn't work too shabby, Alonso, at all. I need to swap. No, I'm gonna keep manipulating them off where they are. I was gonna say I need to swap them, but I'm easy. I can keep them where they are for what's coming up. Wish Vincent had more health than he does, but Vincent do be a little low on the health factor there. But obviously the earring isn't the main reason we came around this way and jumped off the side of the mountain. Alright, sorry about that. Back after another quick battle there. Yeah, it's not just, you know, the earring that we want here. We can go into this cave. Step into my cave of wonders, Cloud. There's absolutely nothing in here. I always go in here and I don't know why. Alright, what I'm going to do for the rest of this, because there's at least this indoor part here, there's no new encounters, right? So let's just toggle encounters off so we can run around here happy as Larry. Nope, this way. There we go. I knew you could do it. Down here we get some dazes. Very nice. If you need to go back and, you know, daze the Jersey enemies, no, the Darky Faces. If you need to daze the Darky Faces for the Silver Chocobo Clue. And over here we get the Mako Fountain with another added effect material from the Nibelheim flashback there. So that makes sense if we follow this round. Surely. I've never understood why I can't jump on them. Now, if you want to fight Nibel dragons for gold armlets or phoenix rings are really good if you want, you know, stock up on a few to sell them. Now, Vincent is going to lose a material slot here, so we're going to lose exit. But the sniper CR, slightly lower in attack, double growth, worse in magic attack as well. Better in crit percentage though, but it also gives us 255 accuracy with death blow. But this isn't a bad place if you want to encounter Nibel dragons for, you know, whatever nefarious deed you want to fight Nibel dragons for. I don't recall anything being added up this side. I could be wrong though. Aha! I was wrong. There is a rune hamlet up there. Which, is that our first rune hamlet? It is! Double growth block silence. So not terrible, really good for magic defense. Something to think about if, you know, you want to grind out materia. Which at some point, you know, we're obviously going to want to grind out materia at some point. Now, I should turn encounters back on around here. There is new enemies out here. Not these guys though. Those guys were not new. But there is new enemies out here. But up there seems to be another giant scorpion that I don't remember being here before. But he was a new enemy. We've got screamers over here. So we'll get rid of the twin brain first. Anything nice we can mug off a screamer before morphing it? If memory serves, I don't think there is. We stole a war gong. A war gong, my dude. A war gong. Oh, Barrett's got his limit. A peace ring. Is it useful? No. Do we care? Also no, unfortunately. But again, money if you need it. I'd rather go the phoenix rings off the Nibel dragons, to be honest with you. Better AP, better experience, better price and money. How are we looking here? We're not that late. Nah, we're not that late. You were good. It's them. Get him. For a semi-secret boss time, I guess. Against the XATM Scorpion. Now, these guys apparently don't like Cloud. As they just decided to put everything straight into Cloud there. Ha, get shot. Ha, get shot again. Aha. Now I do want to morph this dragon again. I know, right? Dragon? Scorpion. I want to morph the scorpion. And I know, right? I seem to be morphing a lot of enemies that we fight out here. Hey, Barrett actually counterattack. That could be detrimental to wanting to morph here. Him counterattacking. Well, it's only got 6,000 health. Lightning expected, you know what I mean? But we stole his Swift Bolt. That attack really didn't work very well, did it? So as per the norm, we'll chip it down to the point where you know, we can comfortably morph it. I've just attacked when it's going to counter attack. Counter tail laser Mark II. That done 200 damage. My golly goodness. Unfortunately, it counted for each of Vincent's death blow attacks, his death blow and his added effect. And because I don't really want to have to deal with it if I don't have to, I'm just going to wait till it puts its tail down. It doesn't hit very hard, but you know, if I start not getting, you know, not keeping on top of it. Who's got... Somebody has slow. You do. That's slow. Get rid of that haste. What are you going to do now? Nothing, because you're pretty much immune. You know what it is? I will deal with the tail lasers. They're not dealing that much damage, really. White Wind. 3,000 health. I can afford to Clim Hazard here. Yeah, we can Clim Hazard. I was thinking there, I was like, 3,000? Just yeah, Cloud's not doing 3,000, that's fine. Doink. 4,000. Does he have to counter Clim Hazard? I mean, not really. Barrett's counter, knocked it down to 1,200. Barrett, stop it. Barrett, defend. I do not want to see another counter go off, Barrett. 600 health. Let's go. Barrett, do not. I don't think defending lowers the chance of counterattacking at all. It's just I really do want to I do want to morph this dude. It's a very good morph. Thankfully, you can't counter a counter. We know this from every game ever. But we can counter the X810. We get a solid bazooka. Another weapon for Barrett there. Another nice weapon for Barrett there. So that gives us two options on Barrett now. We've got two choices. Now, I know if you've never, you know, you've never played New Threat before, you might be wondering, why am I fighting so many X8TMs? Well, there's a reason. Look, plus 10, crit 20, good growth, not terrible. There is a reason that we're fighting so many of these X8TMs, right? And it will all be made clear in, what, Disc 3? While we're here, we can pop into the reactor, see how the reactor's done. You know, we'll do our job as soldiers, see if Barrett wants to blow it up, maybe. Yeah, the reason we're fighting them will be explained on Disc 3. So, don't worry too much. Hey, look. There's a treasure chest in here now with a power wrist. Yeah, that's the only reason we came in. There's nothing else here, you know. The Genova door's shut. Can't see any creepy tree mans. You know, that's, you know, where the SP upgrades geezer is now, so... Yeah. This episode's been a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Or than I even wanted it to be, if I'm completely honest. I feel like I've rambled a little bit about things I shouldn't have, that I shouldn't, you know, maybe do a different video on. But it is what it is. We'll keep this in because honestly, I'm just going to Vincent limit. Vincent's going to Hellmaster, Barrett's going to grenade, bomb, and then Cloud can attack. Whatever's left dies. At least that's the plan. Hopefully that works. Living Dead. Yeah, if you're going to stick Vincent to a limit for boss fights, I'd just check to see elemental weaknesses. If they're not weak to fire or lightning, then I would 100% just stick with Galleon Beast or the one after that. Mini, Sleep, Poison. I forgot he was going to use that, or else I wouldn't have used Clim Hazard. This seems a bit overkill now, to be honest with you. But oh well. See, that time he did 3,000. He actually done 30-30. That's pretty cool. That was some pretty cool damage. Hey, and another steel leveled up in the mug. Awesome. I'm not a big fan of mug. I'm not a big fan of damaging my enemies to steel. But the only reason we've came this way, because there's nothing else here, is it unlocks this door if we ever want to come back. I just want to turn battles off now. Because we've seen everything we care to see. There's nothing new here. I might come back off screen to, you know, get some Nibel dragons, get some phoenix rings and stuff. Just try to make some extra money. But as it is for now, we are out. We are clear of Mt.Nibel. And our destination, our next destination is way over these mountains here. But I don't want to go too far. I don't want to spoil it, I mean. Spoil it. It's right there. Our destination is right there. It's Rocket Town. So we'll take care of that next time, lords and ladies and gentlemen. So if you've enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And as always, this is Thomas, Daddy Gladdy Gaming, signing out. Stay safe.